Funky D. Welcome back, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, today the news when I get from us says exclusive. Sacking service chiefs won't end Boko Haram, says Buratai. But before we go into the news, make I use this opportunity to say thank you to all my viewers. Thank you for those of you who don't subscribe, and thanks to those who never still subscribe. The only thing I want to tell you be say make una dey subscribe, make una dey share my videos. Thank you, and God bless. So make we dive into the news. Sacking service chiefs won't end Boko Haram, says Buratai. Now the army general, when una get, now they tell una this thing. And the man, when be the lieutenant general, Toka Aborata, Funkidi say, na una #1 army man when did that country. When he claim say in a general. And na him they tell on now see even if say on a sack the service chiefs or on a not sack the service chiefs, say Boko Haram no go end in that country. Yusuf Buratai don't come out contact say President Muhammadu Buhari make anybody not push Buhari to sack any of the service chief because Buhari know where the problem dey. In contact say people don't they call the federal lawmakers and other Nigerians on the president Buhari to come sack the service chief. Because of the way when the Boko Haram people don't come back in full force in that country. Buratai they talk this thing in the talk in one of the interview. Then they call them special interview, and the people when they interview them now the people when they call the cable in Arise Television in Lagos on Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen, in Arise Television. Now they talk this thing when they come they ask him about the issue when concern the insecurity when they that country. And then come they question the wisdom of the National Assembly. Okay? Can't say the solution not be to remove service chiefs. Say Buhari, when be the president of that country, he know where the whole thing, they pinch him. He know where the matter they. He know the root and the cause of Boko Haram. He know how to. Now Buhari, according to him, now he go fit end the issue of Boko Haram. Now he know how Boko Haram come into existence. That is their claim. Now the thing when the man they claim. Not be from Kidi they make them up. Now the thing when in they claim. Say Buhari know where in the pinch him. He know the root of Boko Haram. And say Buhari now he go still end. He know how to end Boko Haram. He said not they talk about this thing because say in they directly involved in the matter. Say in just they talk this thing as the commander-in-chief of armed forces. Here now Buhari. Say Buhari know. Now so they talk about Buhari now he know everything. You understand? How in they take solve the problem when they in that country what they call Nigeria. He said Nigerian people can't talk say Boko Haram started in 2009. Say na lie. Say Boko Haram don't start since 30 years ago. They come. It not be 2009 Boko Haram starts. It don't take when Boko Haram come into that country. He said the army people, they don't win the fight against the Boko Haram. Since Boko Haram, since you not get anywhere when them, any territory when they control again. And again in contact say, now only him they talk all this and so. Now only him, ladies and gentlemen, they talk all this and say everything when Boko Haram they do. Now, propaganda. Say the reason why it can't be like say it can't be then difficult to win Boko Haram. After I don't talk say they don't win them. It can't talk say the way when you know it can't be like say can't then difficult to win Boko Haram now because say Boko Haram say then they target, then they do what they call soft targeting. And plus their propaganda. Now it can make them difficult for the whole matter. So these people, ladies and gentlemen, then they talk up and down. Now waiting talk about Buratai talk. Now they tell on when be Nigerian people. But make I read more before I go into the full-time analysis. Toka Yusuf Buratai, Lieutenant General and Chief of Armed Staff, says President Muhammadu Buhari should not be pushed into sacking his service chiefs because he knows where the problems are. They have been caused by federal lawmakers and other Nigerians on the president to sack the service chiefs following what appears to be the resurgence of Boko Haram. Buratai, speaking in a special interview with the Cable on Tuesday, Arise in Lagos. On Tuesday, said, while not questioning the wisdom of the National Assembly, the solution is not the removal of service chiefs, as Buhari knows where it pitches and is the right arbiter. I am tempted not to comment on this particular issue because I am directly involved. However, I want to believe that whatsoever happened, the commander-in-chief is the right arbiter. Where it pinches, he knows where the problem are. I think the decision should be left to him. He should not be pushed or prompted in this regard, he said. Buratai said, we are into a very, very serious issue which should not be taken lightly. Adding, this is why when you say a particular crop of leader in the military should be removed for whatsoever reason, it sounds very odd because we are not addressing the issue. I am not saying this because I am the Chief of Armed Staff and I do not want to leave. No, that is not the issue. It is issue of national pride and national interest. Those who would cry loudly against the service chiefs are waiting, and they are the ones who should be more vocal in the things that are not going right. The army chief also said, contrary to the notion that Boko Haram started in 2009, the brainwashing and indiscrimination started over 30 years ago, thereby making it difficult to totally wipe out terrorism. He said the military has nonetheless won the war against insurgency, as the Boko Haram militants do not control any territory in Nigeria again. Buratai said, however, that the war against terror will continue because the terrorists now feast on attacking soft targets for the sake of propaganda. He advised the media not to help the terrorists ventilate the propaganda. Ladies and gentlemen, now so the man don't talk. Now to Buratai, Nigerian people or Nigerian government or whoever put you in that position when you did today, then put you, make you for work for Nigerian people. They not put you, make you for they go television or radio station to the nyan. No. This nyan don't do too much, Buratai. Now walk, then see make you go walk. If your hand is tied by Buhari, you have to resign so that the people, when sabi the job, go do the job. They don't tell you, say, make you resign if you not do the job. You, they come out, they tell Nigerian people, say, Buhari know where it pinches. Buhari know the problem. Buhari know where to solve the problem. Buhari take over, this same Buhari take over since 2015. This one when we did now, 2019, Buratai. Every time I assure you, every time I go do, every time now so promises on they promise. Empty promises. And Nigerian people never still understand, say, nothing go ever happen for an army general. This will not be the first time when Buratai don't tell me, say, they're not fit win, they're not fit defeat Bokoharam. Say himself, when be the army general, don't tire for the matter. It can't be like, say, Nigerian people, who know not they hear word. Now, in the talk, say, whether they sack the service chief, whether they not sack them, say they not go fit defeat the Boko Haram. Again, he can't make another point, say, Boko Haram, this insurgency, this terrorist, or this terrorism in Nigeria, not start in 2009, say now since 30 years they come. Now him, this thing started in Nigeria. Say people when they claim say that 2009 when they start this and say na lie. But the only thing when they tell Buratai today be say you they claim say Buhari no. The same Buhari now. The same Buhari when they claim say na Buhari. Now he still there. And you say he know the problem. He know how he go take solve the problem. But why he never still solve this problem? We know say Buhari put you for there to pave way for this Boko Haram to enter every city in the country. In fact, ladies and gentlemen, this same man don't talk, say, no state in Nigeria when Boko Haram not there. He can't make mention of Lagos State. Hey, Boko Haram full everywhere in Lagos. Boko Haram full everywhere in the whole state when they that country. Not be only northern part of Nigeria. A major general, they tell him, I say, he no go free fight this fight. And they say the man, when they that power, now he know how he want to defeat them. Now he get the everything, he know everything. He know how they take him, he know how they want to. So waiting that man now, when they call Sina Buhari, waiting in the wait for. Waiting in the wait for, Buratai, waiting on the wait for. The places where una go suppose go fight, una no go fight. Una they send people, troops, thousands of troops go the eastern part of the country. Whereas the problem, the major problem lies in the northern part of the country. So now, meaning say Buhari, because now waiting Buratai, they try tell Nigerian people, say Buhari don't tell them, say may they not kill any Boko Haram. Because if you kill any Boko Haram member, now be say you dey against the northern part of the country and you dey against the Fulani people. That is the meaning. So Buratai resign, service chief them, resign. Even if you dey claim say the resignation no go solve any problem, you no go resign. Make we see whether he go solve them or he no go solve them. Look, Nigerian people, all of them are there into a very, very big danger. As we are not one agree, make the Biafran people go on their way. Now so problem go scatter that country. These Northerners, these Fulani people, ladies and gentlemen, president now from the north, according to the way one of the claim, Buratai himself, when be major general, when they control army, they control Boko Haram, when they recruit Boko Haram repentance members, when they say they don't repent, now the same man. So in the tell and say, Buhari tell and say, make him not touch any Boko Haram. Instead of him to touch Boko Haram members, then go they recruit them, put for army. Now the game be that. In fact, we don't tell them before, say, Boko Haram members, all of them. Now the soldiers where we get today. Then they deploy them, go bury her. When not consign them. Nah. Fight today everywhere. But the one when surprise me now, where this same major general, when be Buratai, they talk, say, Boko Haram day everywhere in Nigeria, including Lagos State. See, nowhere when they're not there. I don't tell you before, this thing, as much more it takes starts. I tell you, say, una go find, in fact, when he go set na inside River Niger and Atlantic Ocean, na him all of una go jump enter when go save una when he go set, because una no want queue with Biafra. I say when he go set na inside that River Niger, na there all of una go jump enter. Nobody is safe in that country. But Buratai himself, he don't talk and say himself not they safe. Now to take over Nigeria, na him be the matter when they talk. You understand? But then now they don't tell us say now if he set, say na Somalia, when we say every now and then Al-Shabaab they kill, they slaughter. Now there go come turn to save heaven for una when be Nigerian people. When una not they use una number 6. We don't tell una make una leave the northerners. Una not agree. Even that one when senators then they inside this place they talk waiting that they talk. In their chamber they talk waiting that they talk. All now noise making. Nothing when go fit defeat this Boko Haram again. Now the army general don't tell una everything. Say Buhari tell us say making not they kill any Boko Haram member. That is the meaning. His hand is tied. He cannot do anything. He cannot fight Boko Haram. He cannot send people to go fight Boko Haram. Instead of fighting Boko Haram, then they recruit them. They tell on when the Nigerian people say them be Boko Haram repentant members. So as such, they have the right to go army training. They have the right to recruit them. Put inside Nigerian army. Another thing when they happen 247. The only thing when go save na Biafra. The only thing when go save Nigerian people na Biafra. The only thing when go save Nigerian people na the separation of the country, the division of the country. If you dey hope say anybody won't save you. In fact, not be from Kidi mouth una hear am. T.Y. Danjuma don't tell all of una say una dey waste time. If una dey wait say army go save you, or Buhari go save you, or police go save you, or anybody go save you, say na him be say everybody go die one after the other. Now the thing when then they tell una there in Nigeria still people no want learn lesson. People think say na joke. I don't tell una again in Syria. Now so it takes start little by little. Little by little, before you know what in the happen. War burst out. And that's so it will still be for Nigerian people. If we not find solution right now. And the solution are the division of the country. The solution are the separation of the country. The solution na Biafra. That is the only solution. That is the only solution left. If you dey hope say northern man, a Fulani man, when they value their cow more than you when be human being, now you go come help you. You are killing your time. Buratai don't tell you. Jubril don't tell you. Recently, una go see the video when in see they claim. It's still there inside the video they claim say in Ashona. Why people they die, then they loot out money. Make una see the young man from Sudan in this video when I go post. Join this my video. Make una see the young baba when they talk say na 81 years, I be 85 years when him be, I be 78 years. From Kidi not come know the years when they give that Buhari. Buhari when I think say get 100 life. Now he come be young baba. If they waka like say he get something when he put for nyash where they tell us say waka like old man, do like old man. You are not an old man. The whole video don't show say this Jubril should be less than 50 years. All of us don't see him. We don't see who him be. No way when I feel deceive us. Now Jubril from Sudan, now be that man when I go see for inside the video. Inside this video, ladies and gentlemen, now the Jubril from Sudan, not be Buhari. Now young man, when they less than 50 years, and they deceive people of Medugri. No wonder when Medugri people boo the man. Then boo the man. After them boo the man, seconds when them boo the man finish, the man gonna send them, oh yeah, bounce back on them, man, I go kill them the more because they not get ear to hear what. They not listen. They still take me when they know say I be dictator. They still just tell me say make I go back to. So I go must to deal with all of them and Islamize that country. I never know what in they happen. I say some hours when this man come out from Medugri. Now so they consent because them boo the man. They constantly communicate. I don't say then get radio Hesmin, then get radio Bokoharam, then get radio ISWAP. Everything now then get. They just communicate. Abakiari just inside office communicate and say, man, then they disgrace the impostor when I bring from Sudan. I beg Bokoharam wanna go slaughter them again. I saw them bounce back. Bounce back on people of Medugri. Slaughter them like never before. And they go continue to slaughter Una. All of Una in Nigeria there, Una never learn lesson. Una go continue to bear it as far as Una don't want that Biafra to come. Una they hinder Biafra. Una they talk bad about Biafran people. Look, I say the Boko Haram must to teach all of Una lesson. Both from the north, from the south, from the west. Anybody, anyone when they against Biafra. Most especially these army people. These Boko Haram army people. I say, then go slaughter all of Una. Make Una wait. Boko Haram, they on Una domot. Now, Biafra be the only thing when go save all of us in that country. Otherwise, Nigeria is done. The man don't tell Una say, whether they move them as service chief or they move anybody, they not move anybody, it no go solve any problem.
President Muhammadu Buhari flew into Maiduguri from Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, where he attended the African Union Summit. Accompanied by Defense Minister Bashir Magashi, the president was received on arrival at the airport by Governor Babagana Umara Zulum, National Security Advisor, Chief of the Air Staff, Chief of Defense Intelligence, and other senior military and political office holders. The presidential motorcade then headed to the palace of the Shehu of Borno, paramount ruler of the Kanuris, on a sympathy visit to formally commiserate with the people over the recent attack on travelers at Auno near Maiduguri by Boko Haram elements. Addressing community leaders and members of the Borno Elders Forum, the highly emotional President Muhammadu Buhari described the attack as unfortunate, condemnable, and intolerable. He said the federal government, under his watch, will not relent until Boko Haram and other acts of criminality undermining national security and stability are brought to an end.
As Commander-in-Chief, I assure you, I will secure the country. The improvement on the security will be pursued with vigor. I know what we are going through. We will do our best, and I hope history will be kind to us.
President Buhari, however, made a strong case for collaboration, cooperation, and understanding between the law enforcement agencies and the civil populace in the onerous task of achieving and sustaining the desired peace enterprise.
I want you to cooperate with the law enforcement agencies and let us deny terrorist Boko Haram access. These are Boko Haram or whatever they are. They cannot come up to Maiduguri or environs without the local leadership knowing, because traditionally the local leadership is in charge of security. We have young, aggressive youth. We have to remind them that they must help us to stabilize this country so that they can have a better future.
The president commended the state governor, Babagana Zulum, for exhibiting a high sense of responsibility and steadfastness in governance.
Your governor is doing very well. He is fully committed and working very hard.
Both Governor Babagana Zulum and the Shehu of Borno were emphatic that there is no basis for comparison between the Buhari presidency and previous administrations regarding their commitment towards fighting terrorism and insurgency.
I thank you very much, Mr. President. You have done well for us, and you are still doing for us, and we appeal to you to continue in this direction.
Hitherto, all the major roads to Borno State are closed, inaccessible, with the exception of the Maiduguri-Kano road. Sporadic bombings and killings, even within the metropolitan city. Close to about 20 local government areas were displaced. And in the year 2016 through 2017, we have almost celebrated the demise of the Boko Haram insurgency.
They, however, made suggestions on the best way forward following renewed attacks by the terrorists.
We appeal to Your Excellency for an urgent attention.
We are calling upon the Nigerian military to borrow a leap from the successes they have recorded in the year 2016 through 2017, with the view to ending the insurgency by, one, taking the war, the fight to the enclaves of the insurgents in the fringes of the Lake Chad. We are also calling upon the federal government as well as the Nigerian military to open vista of opportunities to our internally displaced persons and host communities to have access to their farmlands with a view to getting their means of livelihood.
President Muhammadu Buhari has since returned to Abuja. Adamu Sambu, NTA News.